shooting channel, and I'm just chilling here with my new Evakool RF series fridge freezer, and this was purchased from a home of 12 volts, and they helped me pick this fridge out. So if you have any 12 volt stuff that you need done, see them. And I got this from 4 Drive Show in Adelaide. They're around $13.88. Normally they're around $1,500, $1,400 depending on where you go. Comes in this fiberglass box, and it doesn't need any covers or anything on it. The white here is heat reflective, and it's a 60 litre as I mentioned. It has the compressor on the outside here, and doesn't heat up anything in the inside. And this takes up a little bit of space, so if you don't have a lot of space, then there are options to have the compressor on the inside of the fridge, and they'll be the bigger size fridges mostly. This is the digital display version. There is a manual dial, one that you can do, same as sort of like the Evakool. It's a twist knob. This is just a push button, and it's a red LED display. This goes down to minus 20 degrees and upwards. To figure that out, I'm going to go and connect it to the car, but I don't know what the highest amount is. They come with a model number, which is down the bottom here. It has plastic hinges with the elastic that helps you keep tension on the lid. They're very easily to move. It has a black Evakool sticker with the kangaroo logo. It's from Queensland. They're built in Australia, Queensland. It has a sill here. It's flat. I'll give you a closer look. This fridge. And when you get it, it will come in a big box with protective stuff in it. You'll have the lead, which is an Anderson plug, so you can actually split those two in half and you have 2 different leads. It has a military plug with the notch here, so there's only one way you can do it, and it has a thread to hold the connector on. It's just heat shrunk on there. Has a angle sort of style plug. This is a 12 or 24 volt fridge. Comes with the instruction manual, service, warranty cards. This is the freezer part. You can see here has removable baskets that come out. Gain more space. Has a divider here, and in this configuration the divider stops the fridge from freezing. You have your adapter, AC adapter, 12 or 20 volt, comes in the pad here, has the plugs for that. Has here a bigger compartment for the fridge, and in here you have the bung here for cleaning. This has good seals, as you can see around here, keep all the cold in. 45mm installation on the lid and the sides. Has plastic handles. Has the bung here. These little tabs here to stop the cap from falling out. two hinges at the rear. This divider can come out, as you can see here. Just has some rubber, has little holes in it to get the airflow through. You can make it smaller or bigger. You can separate stuff. In the instructions, which I've done another video, saying you take this out whenever you're going to start the fridge. You can take this off and we'll see how much space you actually get without anything in there. It's a fairly big box, and you can use it just like this without anything on it. Has here little helpful hints on chilling the fridge. Operates plus 5 degrees, freezer is 12, and fridge freezer combo 14. Tells you to raise the little insulator divider by 10 mils to allow increased air circulation. So that will sit in there and you'll have to lift it up, but mine seems to not stay up. Put it upside down, maybe. It does stay up. You can place this here also, up on the corner, and use the basket, the whole thing as a fridge, as it says. By placing it like that, it becomes all fridge. And when you want to put it as a fridge freezer combo, take the basket out, place the divider there, get the other basket, place it in there, and it becomes a fridge freezer. That goes back on top. And here we have the control panel, digital on button. This is the mode for the compressor, high, medium and low speed. Has the fault finding logo and the up or down in cold or hot. On the bottom it has the, under the engine you'll have the little plug underneath there. Just place that back on to your power cord. We'll place this back up there, down. If you have the fridge full, it will have a little bit of elasticity, but it may get the heat in. As I say, you could get this over if you wanted to while it's down, but you don't want to break it, so lift it up and over. They are stiff when they're new, but effortlessly it doesn't flick back up, and there's no chance it will still when it's closed. Back of the fridge here, you have barcode, have the hinges for maintenance purposes to keep the coil free from anything. Undo the 2 bolts here, pull that out and vacuum. Do not use any water in there. They weigh about 22 kilos all up. This will go to the rear passenger seat, and this can also be turned around in that configuration also. This motor can be moved to this side. There's different combinations of lid. Normally these are around the other side, but I place them on the right side to open up as so, coming this way to get into the fridge from the passenger side of the car. These plugs here just come apart as so. So if you only need a plug to the fridge here, then this connects straight into your accessory panel, Anderson, which I have, or you can plug it in to the other one as so. And having this plug as well, or this can also be used with my other plug. One can be used for an extension for any other accessories that I have, so this will go into it, and whatever Anderson plug I have that's connected to a compressor or something can also help you as well, so it's very handy. I'm going to plug it into the car now, and you'll see it in the back of the Prado, and we'll turn the unit on and set the temperature that we want and let it run for a few hours in the car and see how the battery does. We'll be doing some more tests on it and seeing how long this fridge lasts on a 105 amp Amtech battery on a Intervolt DC Pro charger. Okay, we're in the back of the Prado here, as you can see. It's a fairly big fridge, it's a 60 litre. If you don't have any drawers, which I don't have them in yet, just temporarily putting this fridge into my car. And this motor will be facing the seat there, but we have the cord on the front, so I'll put this in just temporarily at the moment. So we'll get this end and plug it into the fridge. At the moment it says to put 50mm high density foam underneath it so it don't scratch the bottom. I'm just using the cardboard box that it came in. So we line up this little small notch with the notch on the bottom here. As so, pushing it in all the way and screwing the thread in. It's not going to come out now from the top. Don't pull from the cord. You may, as it's only heat shrinked, it has a brown and a blue wire, which is positive and negative. This may come out. There's little screws on the bottom there to keep everything neat. So now the fridge will be facing the other way, but for the demo we'll just put the power on. So grab the other end, connected this into my panel. You can either have a panel like this, the Anderson is on the bottom, and here this goes into the plug. Push hard, green light will come on. Dual battery button, which also turns on this USB charger. We have a full battery, and having that on consumes some power, but it also keeps an eye on your battery. So you can have a setup like this. This is $65, and you can get these from Home of 12 Volts, Northern, Ingle Farm. And here there's a little sticker that tells you the percentages. So now this fridge should be connected, and the power is going through. It will flash those 3 lines there, as you can see, until the power button is pushed. Mine started first time by itself when I first used it. Turns it on. At the moment it's set to 2 degrees. It has the speed button here. It's low, medium or high. That's for energy efficient. If you don't want to use up that much energy, pretty much if you got a cold fridge already, you just put it on low. But like we are now, we want it at a high speed because the fridge has an ambient temperature of 25 degrees, and it is actually 35 degrees outside. It's cooled down now. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's very windy. It's now heating cool and cooling it up. So when we want to change the power, the thing to go cooler, we go down 0 degrees, -1, -2, all the way to -20. It has a +1 or 2 degrees difference, but it stayed on -18 on -20 setting on here for a long period of time when it was cool, when it was done. Had some ice creams in there, they did keep cool. Didn't get that frozen. It was on a 5 hours at the moment, so you can go all the way up to 10 degrees plus, which is alright. I'm not sure on what to put it on. It's in between 0 and 4 degrees, it says. So once you've picked it 0 degrees, it will start flashing a while, and then it will go solid and has the ambient temperature until it gets back down. You could hear the motor running. It is very quiet, and when it shuts off there's completely nothing, and you can hear little drips of water inside. So that will face the seat, so you won't really see it, so you'll just have to have a look at that.